and welcome aboard. So, lately I got COVID, and I told everyone on Instagram that I had COVID, and some of my friends told me it would be a great idea if I talked about COVID and how what I was doing during COVID, how I was feeling, and how I was keeping myself positive during that time. So yeah, I thought it would be a good idea doing this video. Hopefully it might help many people, because a lot of people go through a lot of emotions. They don't understand, oh my god, we got COVID, and it feels really stressful. So I'm gonna tell you everything about it in this video. Okay, so first of all, how we got COVID. So the thing was that my mom is a teacher, so she's at her school and she comes back with a lot of flu, and she's feeling sick. Now, because the season is changing, she was like, oh, it's just probably the season, it's nothing. And then 2 days later, she comes to know that there was a girl in her class who had COVID, and she didn't come to school as soon as she came to know it, because she was having mild flu, and because of that she stopped coming to school. So that was the thing, that where she was like, okay, I could have COVID. She was okay in between, but her symptoms got worse straight after that. So her symptoms were around getting body pain, flu, fever. She would feel so uncomfortable, and she was like, I have never felt this way before, and it's so awful. She then went for she went to the doctor, and the doctor suggested, yes, taking a COVID test. So she took a COVID test, and the COVID test was a bit late. I don't know why. It's probably because it was positive and they were double checking it. I don't really know, but the procedure. But yeah, we came to know then that her COVID test came around positive. And by that time, I had severe cough, and I did not have flu of any sort, but I had fever and I had body pain. So I was pretty sure that if she has COVID, I'll probably have COVID too. So we were alone in our room, and the rest of them were out in the other room. Now the thing was that then when it came out positive, so she was like, this is why I was feeling horrible. I thought it was just seasonal, but it was way horrible than a seasonal could be. So then I was also feeling awful. I don't get sick easily. It's always in my family, everybody gets sick, and then I'm the last one who just gets sick for one day, and then I'm okay. But I was really feeling awful, and I knew something was wrong. So then I went for the COVID test, and of course my sisters had to go because it was part of the procedure. The government over here in the UAE is amazing how they do the whole procedure. They call you, they check you up, they take x-rays, they do the blood tests, everything. It's so wonderful how my mom was treated, because her symptoms were very bad. Just explaining them right now does not justify what she was feeling. We were so worried about her. So, but the whole procedure was so good that she got well in no time. After I went for the checkup, and of course my sisters, my dad was away for some time, so he wasn't in contact, so we weren't worried about him getting COVID. So the thing was that I went, and yeah, after some time I got positive, and my other sister got positive, the youngest one. But the middle one, she was still negative, and we were like, okay, wow, that's nice, she got negative. So now I'm pretty sure she hated that time most because she was working all the time, and she had to do everything. She had to arrange the things for us, and we couldn't touch, we weren't touching everything in the house, because we were it's just gonna keep spreading and it's gonna stay there. So no, we're not gonna do that. So she was helping us, so thank you to her. After that, the thing was that my symptoms got worse, because I started having vomiting. I could not, literally, I could not eat food and keep it in my stomach or digest it. It was like just coming up. Okay, for my mom, she had like, for her it was similar, you know, when her symptoms were too bad. The one thing that everyone should keep in mind is that if you have vomiting and if you have like, you know, loose motions, like if you have diarrhea, you know, those diarrhea symptoms, do not neglect them. They are so, it's, if you have like flu and stuff with that, you should not neglect it. It's definitely something way more than you think it is. So yeah, neglecting it would be like, you know, just diving into like the whole thing and not knowing what to do, and you eventually lose water in your body, you lose energy, and then you know what's next. Of course, the middle one had to have COVID after some time, so she literally got her symptoms like vomitings like way after us. We were like recovering and we were like way better by the time she got like, you know, the symptoms. But before that, we did get her tested again for COVID. For I think she had like something, I don't remember exactly, you know, the whole time I literally like remember fragments of it. So I don't know why we did her test again, and it turned out like, yeah, she was positive. So but her, even so, like till 2-3 days she didn't have like those bad symptoms, okay, like those real harsh symptoms. After that, when she got them, and they were severe, you know, we were so worried because, you know, she's anemic and like she's so weak, so we were so scared. But then of course, yeah, we took her to the doctor and yeah, it got better by time. So yeah, that was that, the whole symptom story and everything. Okay, so the thing was that we got a medicine, yeah, I've got it over here. It's called Favipiravir tablets. It's a Chinese medicine, like yeah, so this was what we got from, you know, them. Like, this is how it looks like. Yeah, so this medicine was for COVID. Now it has like, I don't know how much it's effective, but the thing is that we recovered from COVID. I guess it would have a lot to do. Of course it would have, because the symptoms we had were very bad. Because everybody was like, you know, it's just COVID, it's not a big deal. It was a big deal at our house because my mom had very bad symptoms. I have never felt this bad before. My sister got bad symptoms. The youngest one didn't. It was because like people said it was her immune system, but like I think I'm young, I should have a good immune system. But again, that was because I'm a situs inversus and my immunity level is 10% less than normal human beings. So yeah, that could be one reason I got COVID right after my mom got it. So yeah, I was the first one after my mom. So yeah, these things, you know, it's not, you can't take it so lightly. I thought COVID was like, it was not a big thing like for so long until we got it. So just to summarize, the general symptoms are like, you know, flu, cough. It's a very bad cough. It just stays. And then, you know, diarrhea. That's like a big thing. And I forgot the biggest symptom, which was like losing taste and smell. I just got my taste and smell like 2-3 days ago, and the smell isn't still proper. I cannot smell things very properly. Like I have to like be like I have to do something like that to like get the smell, because you know, if I put perfume, I'll be like, what perfume is this? I won't get it. And you know, if I open food, I'll take a minute or two to realize, okay, what kind of food this is. Taste, yeah, okay, I'm thanking God that I got my taste back, because I love food, and without tasting it, it felt so horrible. I just wanted to cry. That was like the worst part of all. I couldn't live without tasting food, okay? So yeah, those are the things that you should keep in mind. If you're losing your taste and smell, that's definitely one, you know, symptom too. Yeah, it's a very, very important symptom, because you cannot have COVID and you'll be like, oh, I can still taste and like stuff. I don't know exactly how other patients got it, but most patients say that they could not do it. So as for, you know, the medications, if you don't get the medicines like the ones that I got, because like I don't know how, like so many of my friends told me they didn't get it even though they got COVID. So the thing is that Panadol, a cough syrup, those things help you a lot. You have to do that. And steam, though I don't like to take steam, I was like, I'm not gonna take steam, it's gonna affect my pores. I don't know how like right this thing is, but like I've seen people who got steam and their pores open, and I don't like the skin texture of that. Yeah, so I took steam, but I like covered my face like this. I looked very funny. Everyone was laughing, what is she doing? And then I took the steam because my skin is already affected. Like you can see the pimples I have. I don't want anything else to destroy my skin. So yeah, I didn't do that a lot. I just took steam with, you know, yeah, with my face covered. And you should do that if you have breathing problem. Yeah, I would recommend it, though I didn't do it a lot, but yes, I would recommend it. Yeah, you could do those things and rest a lot. Don't get up, just rest, just lay down. The only good thing, you know, the good thing about it was that I was resting and I wasn't doing anything. My mom told me that's like that just proves you're so lazy. You just love this whole bad situation because you can lay down and rest. Yeah, but you know, about the positivity and, you know, the what it was emotionally for me and mentally, I was okay for the couple of like first days. Like I was like, okay, it's okay, we should stay positive. It's like, you know, that's the key. Yes, you should stay positive. If you start panicking, that's when your symptoms get worse. I saw my mom panicking and her symptoms were getting worse. So I was like, don't panic, don't do this. She was, at some point she like broke down because she was like, I don't feel well and what if something happens? So I was like, no, don't say that. So, you know, positivity is a big thing. But at the end of it, like when there were like 2-3 days left, I was so fed up. I was like, I couldn't get positive. I was like, I can't taste anything, I can't smell anything, life doesn't feel the way it did. I can't go outside. I want to go outside, I want to have fresh air. It felt so bad. I felt so trapped. And I was messaging one of my friends and I was like, this feels so awful. And yeah, I was losing my shit. But yeah, after that, it got better when like the COVID ended. And yeah, so yeah, another detail about what we got like as the whole procedure from the government, you know, their whole way of doing things, was that we had a watch. Like I'll put a photo in the video of the watch if I still have it. But yeah, we had a watch which was like a tracker if we go outside. So they're gonna like, which is a good thing because like many people have COVID and they'll be like chilling outside and they'll be going outside giving other people their COVID germs. Like don't do that. You should stay home and like protect other people too. It's for your protection and other people's protection, because if their germs go in you, it could get worse, and if yours go, of course it's gonna be bad for them. Don't be selfish. So yeah, they had this very good thing. I think everybody should, like every single country should have that. Of course it's not affordable for every country, but like it was a good thing that they keep you in track, like where are you staying. And we had to charge it because like if it's off, then it's like a big deal. You cannot take it off. It was waterproof. So yeah, it was a good thing, you know. It's like a cool little thing. But yeah, of course I hated that watch because it was getting so itchy, and I hate anything like on me. Like I was like, can't it go off? I just hated it. But yeah, it was for the safety and, you know, just having like, you know, so the people stay inside out of the fear that they don't go outside. Of course I wouldn't have gone outside. That would be very selfish and very bad to go outside. But like, yeah, it's a good initiative. If anybody has COVID and they're watching this, or if anybody just wants to know about COVID, you know, it's not just a drama. Yes, you can have asymptomatic COVID and you don't have any symptoms, or you could be one like symptomatic like we had it. So you should just be careful and take care of yourself. Don't panic. It just does not help you. Panicking does not help in any way. Just be careful and, you know, plan out everything. And the time that you're staying alone, just take care of yourself. Just think of it as a break. Just take care of yourself. Of course, a break does not count being sick. Like, being sick, that sucks, but you it is what it is. Just take it normally, and seek out the positives in it rather than the negatives, and you're gonna be okay. And we got okay. That was, thank God it just ended, because I was not very happy by the end of it. But when it ended, that was really cool. I felt happy, though I had to get back to work. But yeah, it was, I think that experience changed a lot of perspectives. Like, life is worth a lot. And when you're fearing like, oh my god, what if I die? So that gives you see how much you want to live, and how much you want to try to do something better for yourself, how much you care about yourself, and that you're just not showing that care to yourself. So yeah, those things mattered. And your loved ones, you want them to be safe, and you just realize how much you care about them. So yeah, a lot of those emotions are involved. So yeah, that's all for this video. And if you have any questions about COVID and how it went, if I missed some details that you wanted to know, or if you're going through something and you want to know it, of course you can message me on my Instagram. I always give the links down in the description box. You can go there and you can DM me, and I'll answer you as soon as possible. And bye bye.